Today we are going to be reviewing Hundreds of Beavers. It's a brand new indie movie. It's made with only $150,000. Just amazing. It's hilarious. What's that? What? Not another one. So these are just my quick out-of-theater thoughts of Captain America Brave New World. Captain America Brave New World is something that I really had no expectations going into it. You know, the MCU, everyone's really talked about it, how it's been going down the toilet. And for me, that's really been the case. Even someone that has liked some of their lower projects on the end, I was just not really expecting anything out of this movie. However, if I had to be honest, it's not as bad as people are saying it is. It's definitely not like one of the worst Marvel projects. If I had to say, it's okay, maybe even good in some places at best. I was highly entertained, I guess, is the best I could say. I wouldn't say it's a fun movie. I wouldn't say it's necessarily something that you're going to be like, oh, that was great or amazing. You know, maybe the best feelings on it that I have is that it was good. I liked some of the angles that they went with. It's very much like Captain America the Winter Soldier. I think the things that really didn't work for me when it was trying its best to be this big action blockbuster, which it really didn't work for me when the aerial fight sequences were happening. I like that they're finally addressing some of these things that have been really loose in the Marvel Universe. You know, the Celestial coming out of the ocean in Eternals. You know, I'm glad they finally acknowledged that. Adamantium, they finally are able to do in the MCU. Different things like having the leader come back. Mentioning things like from The Incredible Hulk, having Betty Ross come back. You know, a lot of these are pretty good for the most part, but I would say that the movie is a big cobbled together mess. I just think for the most part, people are really blowing this movie, you know, way out of proportion as to how bad it is. Like, I had no expectations going into it, and while I still wasn't like wowed at it, I still didn't think it was that bad. I liked a lot of Sam Wilson in this movie. I loved Harrison Ford, and I thought he really actually brought an acting game to this. You know, he didn't feel like an old man like in Indiana Jones. I just thought he acted in this movie for once. I think just some of the things that really didn't work for me was the humor in some parts. You know, you have this new Falcon character coming in, and I don't really like that per se, especially when Sam Wilson still has his wings. You know, it makes Sam Wilson flying around less special, I guess, is the thing. So, I don't know. I guess just when it comes to a lot of it, you can tell where the reshoots are because, you know, they're going to be covering up and saying that this movie didn't cost that much money, and it did. You know, it's got to make a lot in order just to break even before it starts making a profit, especially with its production costs and its marketing costs and all of its reshooting costs. That's the thing I think is going to be the worst thing, is that you can tell where the reshoots are. And honestly, like a lot of other things, like I thought the CGI for the most part was okay. Like it was good when it needed to. I thought Red Hulk was okay. I just thought where they reshot it, you could tell it was that weird, we're going to superimpose an actor on a green screen set, even though it's, you know, just a normal conversation happening. I don't know. I enjoyed more of the mystery in the movie. I already knew what the mystery was going to become due to some of the leaks and what people were already saying about the leader being back. But for the most part, I mean, it was good. Like, I'm not going to say it was anything great or amazing, but I mean, if you want to head out to the theater for, you know, a quick flick, I think you can do a lot worse, especially when it comes to the MCU.